This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
And we begin at breaking news at 4. A deadly explosion has shut down all 4 U.S. border crossings with Canada near Niagara Falls. Law enforcement say 2 people have died inside of a vehicle that exploded. Good afternoon. I'm Brent Solomon.
And I'm Kay Quinn. The explosion happened at a checkpoint on the U.S. side of the Rainbow Bridge around 11 o'clock St. Louis time. New surveillance video shows the moment of the deadly explosion. Investigators say the vehicle crashed into the checkpoint structure at a very high rate of speed, then caught fire and exploded. An initial search reportedly didn't find a secondary explosive or device inside. A witness describes what he saw prior to the explosion.
The car was coming flying back here like over 100 miles an hour. We could hardly even see me. It was going that quick. There was a car in front of him. He swerved around it, and then it looked like he hit the fence, and this fire started. And then all of a sudden he went up in the air, and then it was a ball of fire like 30, 40 feet high. I've never seen anything like it. It was really incredible.
Right now, the FBI's field office in Buffalo is investigating. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says officials are taking this very seriously. The White House says President Biden is closely following developments. 5 on your side will stay on top of this breaking story. Look for updates on air on KSDK.com and on the 5 on your side app.
Right now at 4, a man is facing charges after a police pursuit led to a deadly crash this morning in North St. Louis County. Police say it all started when Ferguson officers began a pursuit.
The suspect drove off into Delwood, where he crashed into another car, killing a female driver. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer joins us live outside the Ferguson Police Department. What have you learned about the investigation, Diamond?
Well, Kay and Brent, just a few hours ago, I actually spoke to the victim's family member over the phone who said she didn't want to talk about the details of this crash. But we learned from this investigation that the victim of this deadly crash is 56-year-old Alicia Ruffin. Now, according to Ferguson Police Department, they say around 4:22 Wednesday morning, they noticed a Mercedes-Benz traveling at a high rate of speed going north on West Florissant. Police say the driver is 21-year-old Jared DeBose. And when the officer tried to conduct a traffic stop, police say the car did not stop. Just 2 minutes later, police say the same car was found in a Quick Trip parking lot, but the driver abruptly drove across the street. An officer then tried to stop the car a second time, but the suspect ended up hitting Alicia's car. The investigation also reveals there's an 18-year-old passenger in the suspect's car who was also seriously injured.
I think these type of incidents, we have to put the weight on the individuals who are failing to stop for law enforcement. I mean, it's the bottom line. And I pose this question to the community. Had this individual just pulled over for a lawful traffic stop, would we be sitting here this afternoon having this press conference?
Now, DeBose is currently facing multiple felony counts of charges, including DWI resulting in death and also fleeing from police. We have heard from Missouri State Highway Patrol that they are leading this investigation, and they are asking anyone with information to call Ferguson Police Department at 314-522-3100. Reporting live here in Ferguson, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
It is one of the busiest travel days of the year. Right now, millions of people are ready to either hit the road or travel by airplane to reach their Thanksgiving destinations. Let's take a live look at St. Louis Lambert International Airport. You can see it there. Tens of thousands of passengers expected to pass through during the holiday weekend. Now, here are the TSA's projected passenger numbers at Lambert Airport. Just over 20,000 people expected to pass through security today. You'll have a lot less company if you're flying out on Thanksgiving. Less than 12,000 people are expected. Then everybody starts heading home. Friday, nearly 16,000 people expected. Saturday, nearly 20,000 will pass through TSA security. Sunday, more than 23,500. And even Monday, more than 19,000 people will be traveling through Lambert.
It's one of the busiest this year. It seems Sunday may be our busiest, but we treat all days the same. We want to get people to where they need to go.
If you are flying this Thanksgiving holiday, Lambert officials suggest arrive in the terminal 2 hours before your flight. Check flystl.com for parking lot availability and flight status. Contact your airline for any weather-related delays. Think ahead and expect some congestion.
Well, from the skies to the roads, AAA expects more than 50 million people will drive at least 50 miles for the holiday weekend. And now is a great time to drive. We're seeing some of the lowest Thanksgiving gas prices since 2020. If you haven't left yet, expect to see a lot of traffic this evening. And Sunday will be the worst as everyone drives back home. So, what kind of weather can you expect as we head into Thanksgiving?
Meteorologist Gary Frank here with the Weather First forecast. Seems pretty calm and nice right now, Gary.
Pretty calm. We've improved a lot, and as we just look at the roads regionally, anywhere you're driving is much, much better than just 24 to 36 hours ago regionally, as most of that storm system has exited and cleared out. So regionally, driving-wise is fine. Same with flying. As we look outside, you can see, let's try not to drive as fast as they do on this track. As we look a little further east, that's the cloud cover that has been kind of with us through most of the day, primarily the Metro East side. That's why temps are holding steady from 43 in Alton, 44 in Troy and Muscuda, but it's a little warmer on the Missouri side. You've seen just a little bit more sunshine. That's made enough of a difference as we head this evening. Temps will fall into the mid-30s. It's going to cool down pretty quickly. I think overall, though, for tomorrow, temps in the mid-50s. It's going to be pretty nice with mostly sunny conditions and a cold start, but a little cooler for Friday. I think overall this entire weekend is dry, but as we get closer to that Sunday, there are going to be some at least small wrinkles. We'll discuss that and what that means for your flying or driving wise over the next few hours and what that means for us in the extended forecast as well.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Gary. Stay ahead of the holiday forecast anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355. We'll send the forecast straight to your phone. Keeping children safe. It's something that's constantly on the minds of parents and on the minds of St. Louis County officials.
That's right. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay takes us to the child safety event that the county hosted today.
Health officials say the event here at John C. Murphy Health Center was vital for the community. The child safety event was focused on giving parents and caregivers resources and education on how to protect their little ones. St. Louis County officials say across the county, too many infants and children die each year from preventable causes, including unsafe sleeping conditions. According to the CDC, Missouri is one of 4 states that saw a significant increase in infant mortality rate over the past year, up 16%. The county is also above the national average. On top of that, Black infants are 6.4 times more likely to die before their first birthday. That's why partners from all over the county came together Wednesday to share sleep safety tips. As an expecting mother herself, it's personal for Public Health Director Dr. Kanika Cunningham.
It's heartbreaking, but it's also motivating for me because I know that we have more work to do. And so just all throughout the county, so many different health disparities and the equities that we're dealing with. But to draw attention to our infants and our children, it's something that all of us need to do collectively so we can support our families.
County officials said that they wanted to do this ahead of the holiday season since they knew families would be coming together. In North County, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
And that event also focused on gun violence, which is the leading cause of death for children in St. Louis County. Mercedes will have more on that coming up at 5.
Well, with turkey and all the trimmings being whipped up in so many kitchens right now, the risk of a house fire goes way up. Tips to keep your family safe.
And 4-day truce. More on the deal that could see Hamas release the first group of Israeli hostages.
Move over turkey and all the trimmings, the Thanksgiving tradition happening before you hit the big family feast.